Hey, what's going on, guys? Calvin Russell here, CEO and founder 850 Club Credit. Sorry if it's kind of loud. I'll probably need to grab my headsets. I don't feel it. But either way, guys, we got important stuff to talk about, man. Like ASAP. Oh, I did find my headset, so I may just put these on instead. But either way, so listen, we got some important things to talk about, guys. Real quick, it looks like a lower court has already approved. Okay, they've already approved. Hold on, I actually got to see where I'm going. All right, so but looks like a lower court has already approved the fact that it's allowing creditors to decline. Okay, they have approved creditors to decline the fact that if they want to, stop the investigation for disputes. They've approved that. So what does that mean? That means when you guys dispute something, okay? Now, I'm going to give you guys more information about the state that this is in, things of this sort. And just so you guys know, Experian started all of this. Experian has started all of this. But in short, the court has approved and they've allowed that the creditors can now make the decision whether or not they want to actually start investigating when you guys do a dispute. Okay, what does that mean? Well, it means a few things. Number one, as I've told you guys before, the game is changing. The game is changing. Okay, that does not mean that you guys cannot dispute. I don't want you guys to think that. Okay, so number one, only as a lower court has approved it, so it's still early on. Okay, it's still early on in the entire process, and so this is the beginning. All right, so let's go into some facts. Number one, when a court decides something, it looks like they're going to kind of treat this. I hate to compare it to this, but it looks like they're going to kind of compare this to the way that abortion is being handled, where instead of it being handled on a national level, telling every state what to do, it looks like they're going to allow certain states to make the decision on their own to decide if creditors should open up an investigation on disputes or not. What that means is the conversation is on the table. Okay, just the problem is that it's the wrong conversation to have on the table. I'm not going to go into that. We're going to go into the facts. Fact number one, that if a court has approved this in one particular state, that already shows you that most courts are going to want to do the same thing. That means they're already seeing the benefits, quote unquote, right? Unfortunately, they're already starting to see the benefits of doing this. Now, I'm not saying that there are benefits per se, but obviously Experian laid out the case and said, hey, people are constantly disputing things, whether it's inaccurate or accurate, which, let's be honest, we know most of the time stuff is accurate and we just want to get it removed, right? So help us out as consumers. But either way, what they're saying is they're like, hey, we need to change the laws. We need to change and let the companies decide. They're either going to let the companies decide or they're going to let the states decide if they are going to want to continue disputes or not. Guys, this is a huge game changer. A huge game changer. What does that mean for you? That means that number one, you still can dispute like you've been disputing. However, I strongly recommend either sending your disputes on via certified mail. That way you have a receipt, guys. We know how that receipt works. Now, if you guys don't know already, in the 850 Club software and the new software, you guys can dispute any item on your credit report and it's automatically going to be certified mail. You got to go certified mail. Now, what's going to happen? Let's talk about the future, okay? Let's go positive and let's go negative. But I'm going to start off positive first. If just the fact that this has even happened puts the conversation on the table. So hopefully, right now, the FTC and the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, they have teamed up to go against Experian and the lower court, okay? So they're already working on the parameters and things like this. But again, guys, this is huge news. Now, that's on a positive side that nothing happens, right? But again, this just goes to show that the fight has started. The fight is literally beginning as we speak, okay? Creditors and companies are tired of having the manpower, the woman power, the labor, the payroll, all of that, okay? Which has nothing to do with us as consumers because it's the law that you should investigate something I'm disputing. But they're tired of having all these people because they're getting all these letters in the mail. They're getting all these letters in the mail, and they're like, dude, like, we're not going to keep disputing this stuff. Let's be honest. It's only going to be sweet for so long. So if you got anything you need to dispute, you need to be disputing right now, ASAP. I'm not trying to sell you guys on using my software. It's there. It's there if you want to. But at the end of the day, this has nothing to do with me. You guys got to make the decision to go and start disputing whatever you need to dispute right now, because we don't know how long this is going to take. But here's the thing. As we know, all it takes is one. If one company says, hey, I'm no longer doing this, and then they're going to look at how much money they're saving by only doing maybe one investigation per dispute per client, instead of, like when we send round 2, round 4, you may redo a round 1. You may end up working with another company to help, to try to do the same thing, whatever the case may be. And just the fact, all it takes is one company or one state to decide this. And you guys know what's going to happen. Just like with abortion, regardless of how you feel about it, it's going to be at a level where people are going to step in and they're going to say, this is what I think is best for this state. This is what I think is best for the consumer, even though I'm the business. So again, now the FTC and the FCRA, they're major corporations. I mean, they look out for consumers. That's the whole point. Financial consumers, all of the Fair Credit Reporting Act and the Federal Trade Commission, they're doing their best to protect the consumer's interests. They're trying. But at the same time, guys, let's be honest. It's not always going to be the way we want it to be sometimes, okay? But either way, I don't want to hold you guys up too much longer. But here's the thing, guys. Let's prepare for the worst case scenario. Something's going to happen. It's coming. We don't know what it's going to be, but they may not stop. They may not be able to completely stop all the investigations, but they're going to alter it. They're going to alter it. They're going to put something on the table where, as consumers, we're going to have to compromise. It's either that or the government's going to get involved 100%, and you don't want that, because when they do that, everything that's literally on your credit report will, if it's accurate, it will stay on there. Let's just call it what it is. I know everybody's on YouTube giving y'all the fake stuff, right? I've never given you guys the fake stuff, the fluff. That's not me. And what I'm saying is that when they say, oh, all these laws and all these attorneys and all this blah, blah, blah. No, I've been saying this for quite some time. That stuff don't matter. They're showing you this right now. It does not matter. But either way, long story short, we're going to have to go back to, you need a game plan. What are you going to do if you have negative items on your credit report and they're accurate and you cannot dispute them? What's your game plan? You need a game plan. You need a game plan for whatever goal you're trying to accomplish, okay? This is what credit is, guys. Let's face it. This is what credit is. There's something we're trying to do. We're either trying to improve our credit score, we're trying to refinance our car, we're trying to buy a home, we're trying to build business credit, we're trying to better our lives, right? Whatever that is, you need a strategy, you need a game plan, you need something more than simply, oh, dispute these items. Even if you disputed the items and they came off, what's step number 2? What's step number 3? What if you want to buy the house? What do you do next? What if you want to get another car, refinance that car? What's your next step? You need a game plan. Let me tell you something. Regardless of what happens in this industry, our software will be ready at the click of a button. That I guarantee you, because you're talking to the owner right now. My wife and I, we spent 2 years putting this stuff together because we saw this coming. We're not trying to sell you guys on this stuff. We knew there's going to be a matter of time before so many people started to irritate these companies, because I know you guys are thinking about it on a smaller level, but you guys got to think about it. When they get a certified letter, number one, someone has to sign for that. So let's just say the average company gets at least 100 letters a day, if not thousands of letters a day. So when you got an average company that gets maybe 2 pieces of letters, just regular 2 pieces of mail per day, versus a corporation that everybody's disputing, they're probably getting 1,000 letters per day. So someone has to sign for each of those letters. Once they do that, then they have to open up each letter, read each letter, and start the investigations for all of that. You're probably thinking, well, man, they got to do what they got to do, right? You're absolutely correct. But if it's a circle, if it's a dance, right? We know it's a dance. Some things come off, some things don't. You can sit in this round, you get the next round. Sometimes it's luck. Sometimes sometimes some people actually do their damn job at the company and look to see at the information and see that it is inaccurate, right? But again, that's few and far between. When those companies do that, that again, it's a major expense for them. I'm not feeling on behalf of the company. I'm just saying, guys, we got to look at the other side. We have to understand the other side in order to have the right game plan. But I'm telling you this, big changes are coming, and you're going to need a game plan to get to where you need to go. So either way, I'll keep you guys posted. You guys can look this up if you want to. It's on the Federal Trade Commission's website. And let me tell you something, guys. If they're pushing for a fight, they only get involved in serious matters. Let's be clear. They only get involved in serious matters. This is about to go to the next level. I don't care what anybody else says. This is law. This is court. This is facts. Get ready, guys. We're most definitely going to be ready, and we're still going to help you accomplish your goals, even if you can't get something removed in the next year, the next 6 months. We don't know what's coming, when it's happening, but we will be ready, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.